what has been your best prospecting tools? This doesn't just have to be tech. This can be your strategy as well.
Well, for me, the best thing is, social media is very important. I'm not a social media guy. I'm on social media, they tell me, but I don't use it. For me, the best thing is, as I tell people all the time, I like to shake hands and kiss babies. Mm-hmm. So I get out and I meet people, and I do that through networking, through referral groups. BNI is one of those networks that I use. And the beauty of that is you're actually putting yourself in place with business owners that are there, and you're able to interact with them on a weekly basis. It's also getting involved with Rotary or Lions, Kiwanis Club, stuff like that, where you're actually engaging yourself with actual business owners where you can have conversation. I also enjoy a lot of the free, I guess they would be, networking groups, again, because you're putting yourself in place or in front of business owners. And a lot of them, when a commercial insurance agent walks in, they have questions, and they're just going to start asking all sorts of questions. And the goal is to answer their questions and leave it alone. I don't do anything from there. I'm not like, oh, let me, quote your policy or whatever. It's like, yeah, here's your question. I tell them, this is what you need to tell your agent what you need to do. 90% of the times is what happens. And later on, I'll get a phone call. Will you quote my policy? Because I called my agent and they're like, well, I don't know what that is or whatever. And the other thing is research. I spend a lot of time reading forms on policies and then researching the type of companies that I'm going after or that I'm talking to, so I have some knowledge with them. Real good example, I had a company that was a cleaning company that cleaned ORs and ERs in hospitals. The agent that was currently working with them didn't have a clue what he was doing and just had him as a janitorial policy. Oh. So all medical was excluded. And before I went and met with this individual, I researched the company. I got in contact with people that I know that are in the medical profession and asked them very pointed questions about what types of things do I need to know to ask this individual about how to disinfect and clean an OR and ER. So when he and I sat down and we started talking, I just started asking him questions in our conversation. And I remember him looking at me going, I have never talked to an agent who understood anything about what cleaning and what I do. Long story short, we have his accounts now.
And that is the second example that you've shared with us today alone about how intentional you are about understanding these people and establishing that trust. That's a huge deal. Knowledge is power, right? You make yourself more knowledgeable about the situation so you're equipped as the trusted advisor in these situations, as their insurance agent. I think that is so powerful because with a lot of content out there that, is typically absorbed by insurance agents, it's all about try to go hard and fast with as many accounts as you can, smile and dial kind of situation. And it's just, hey, are you ready to rewrite your insurance policy? Do you want to do it with me today? And how your approach, and I think this is so important, especially since we live in a day and age where everything is done digitally. Not everything, because you do networking events in person and you meet with your clients in person. A lot of things are done digitally and a lot of things are done as quickly as possible because you want to convert the lead and run right onto the next one to make more money. But your success is so high because you don't just burn and turn through your leads. You get to know them and what their actual pain points are. I mean, that example alone, these people who are cleaning operatories at hospitals and ER rooms at hospitals, and you're saying, I don't know if this should be a janitorial policy. I think that there's more that we can offer them to benefit them. That's such a huge deal.